Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 12th to the 18th. This is for Leo and Leo rising, and we're going to jump right into it because it is a loaded week. There's so much happening. In fact, you know what, Leo? Actually, this is the week for Valentine's Day if you celebrate that, okay? Even if you don't. But I hope you know that out of all the signs, this is going to be the most like Valentine-y week for y'all. All right, now I'm going to tell you why. Now we're kicking it off on Monday with Mars moving into Aquarius. Mars is going to be in Aquarius all month. All right, so you already know Pluto's in Aquarius, and we are in Aquarius season. We got Mercury in Aquarius. This is really big. Mars, the planet of drive and action. I mean, think about Mars and Aquarius. Aquarius being like the forward-thinking sign. And this is really you just having a vision for yourself, for your future, and really taking action to go toward it, to get the things that you want, okay? There is a sense of like a lot of power. You're going to have a lot of power. You're going to have a lot of power. You're going to have a lot of drive. You're really going to embrace like your individual side, like that independent side of you. Maybe even like a rebellious side of you could come out as well, especially with, Aquarius, all right? There is, they are that like rebellious type. I always bring up like James Dean, famous Aquarius, really, really iconic. But really, again, this is really just more about you seeing the future that you want for yourself and going for it. Like nothing can stop me now. Okay. Mars, by the way, can be really aggressive. So you can be like really aggressively like thinking about your future or taking action for your future. But this is you just embracing who you are and really going for what you need and what you want. All right. Now, on the 13th, we got Venus exiling Neptune and Mars conjuncting Pluto. So how loaded is this day? It is really, really big, especially with Mars moving into Aquarius the day before. Now, first things first, Venus exiling Neptune. This is absolutely amazing, and you are definitely going to feel this. And I say that because Venus, a planet of love and romance, okay, and this harmonious aspect with Neptune, which happens to be in your 8th house, which is among many things like transformation, death and rebirth, but also there's a level of intimacy here and sexual energy. Okay, so a lot of love, a lot of compassion, a lot of romance around this day. All right, really big day for even like your passions and your desires. If you're not here for romance, okay, I think I mentioned in your monthly forecast. If you're not here for love and romance at all, this can be just you being romantic toward the things that you're romantic toward. Like you could be romantic toward the arts or, travel, things like that. But it really is that, it's asking you, what moves me? What really inspires me? What do I feel like deep down in my bones? Like you are going to feel this day, especially because Mars will conjunct Pluto. Now, I can't even begin to express how powerful this aspect is. It's two of the most powerful planets, just boom. Okay. So you would definitely feel very driven. You're definitely going to have, Mars conjuncting Pluto has this charge about it. All right. And when I say charge about it, yes, sex drive is a big thing here. Okay. It is something that's here. You may feel it again. There's that level of intimacy that comes with with Pluto. All right, and so Pluto is in Aquarius. Mars is in Aquarius, both in your 7th house of partnerships. Okay, again, if you're not here for love or romance, it can be partnerships in career. It can be like you really having this like big desire to go after something with career. And I wouldn't be surprised because remember, Jupiter and Uranus are in your 10th house of career. Jupiter alone being there, meaning this is the best career year that you're going to have up until May. All right. You have a window, this big window. All right. Up until May, the best career in the past 12 years. All right. If you have, and a lot of y'all probably ascended already in terms of career recently. So this is really nice. And if you haven't, it's coming. But the one thing that I do want to mention is that this is really, it's a strong aspect. So it could even be like this really strong desire to have power, really strong desire toward your passions. But remember, I said Mars is very aggressive. Mars is Aries ruling planet. Where did Aries come from? Aries, the god of war. So this is tapping into your inner warrior, but do it in a way where it's like diplomatic. Remember, Venus is sextiling Neptune this day. And so have like a level of diplomacy, because this is a day where there could be like egos at play. There could be like power trips, power struggles, come at me, bro energy around this time. So really, really just be mindful that this is a powerful aspect, and I want you to use it to your advantage, but be mindful of how you use it. And, I have been giving an example of like, recently I did have, I had a friend that was like fishing for an argument with me. And it's like, I could fall for this and we could just, get in this argument and go in circles about this argument where we both think that we're both right about something. But I didn't. I was like, I'm going to own my power and I'm not going to fall into this. And so I was just like, you're right. You're good. We're good. This is great. And then, 2 days later, he actually came back and apologized, realizing what he was doing. And so own your power. That's all I'm saying. Own your power. Feel that sense of empowerment now. This is definitely going to be a really, really big aspect, one that we are not going to see again for 2 years from now. 2026 is the next time we're going to see it. But remember, this is all happening in Aquarius, in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. It can be even a friendship. So just think about like one-on-one relationship here. But even still, on the 14th, now, those aspects that I just mentioned spill over. They're so powerful. You're going to feel it on the 14th, which is Valentine's Day, if you are here for that. But if you are here for it, it is really nice because we have another conjunction, the moon in Taurus conjuncting Jupiter. Now, this one's interesting. Well, don't forget, first of all, Venus is Taurus's ruling planet. So Venus still is at play here, which is really nice. And so Jupiter and Uranus, by the way, well, let's just talk about Jupiter and that's happening right now with the moon in Taurus. All of this activity in Taurus, again, like I said, is in your 10th house. It's with Jupiter there too. So this could be a big career day for you. You may feel lucky around something. This could be something where this is like this giddiness and even like just a lot of luck and good fortune. Think about what Jupiter represents. Now, on the 16th, this is when things get a little like, what? This is when Mercury squares Uranus. Now, remember, the sun squared Uranus last week. You're still feeling it. So it's kind of like Mercury's like thrown in the mix now. Mercury, the planet of communication. So a lot of conversations that could be had with partnerships, relationships, one-on-one relationships with you. But then when you throw in Uranus, remember, Uranus being in Taurus, could be career. There could be something around career where it's like, I did not expect that. It could be some surprising news. It could be something like maybe a boss says something to you. You're like, what? Like, it's just something like out of the blue. Really, Uranus is all about surprises and the unexpected. So, but promise me, okay? Will you just promise me you don't sign contracts this day? Also, can you promise me just be mindful of how you speak? Remember, this is one of those aspects where it's just like, you want to be mindful about how you speak, because with this sense of like, remember what I said, all these aspects building up with like ego and power driven and come at me bro energy. Like, you do not want to be, the villain in an 80s movie wearing those sunglasses, just being like, you know what I mean? Like, just don't do that. Like, you're going to be fine. Here's the reason why it might be a little weird is because on the 16th, the same day, Venus moves into Aquarius. Okay, so this is an interesting, it's funny because I am an Aquarius and I do have Venus in Aquarius in my chart. I am going to feel a lot of everything that's happening here, but with Venus in Aquarius, it is very like free spirited. And so you could just like casually say something that you're just like, you eat too many chocolate cookies to, like, I don't know, like your boss or something. And they're just like, because everyone's feeling a little power trippy around this time. So just be mindful, okay? Just be mindful. But I do love Venus in Aquarius. It really is more about having that mental connection that comes with this. Again, a lot of, maybe even like, everything that your heart desires really, really, and it can be love, it can be romance, it can be money. Money could be a big thing. Creativity is a big thing here as well. But I can just feel like your mind stimulated in this really nice way too. So remember, own your power here. Own your power, because it is, we're talking about like Mercury and Venus. There's just so much happening here. But also, do you know what's happening right now? Sun, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Pluto, all in Aquarius, all in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So you will definitely feel activity around that. Now, on the 17th, we have Venus conjuncting Pluto. If you want me to say it, I'll just go ahead and say it. This is sex. This is all about sex, sexual activity, like enhance like sexual energy, sexual drive. If you're not here for that, that's fine. Pluto really, like I said, brings this like intense emotional intensity, but even not even emotion, just like this raw like intensity to a lot of things. And again, it's in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So there's, with Venus at play, Venus all about love and romance. Again, there could be like a lot of sensuality around this day, a lot of sexuality. You could just have like this really deep, intense feelings for someone. It can be like, it can go so many ways. It can be like it's like your Leo and Kate moment, right? At the helm of the boat, right? Or it could also be like 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, it really is just one of those like days where you have this power, use it the way that you need to use it. There's a lot of kismet energy, karmic energy. It is like, it is very satisfying. But remember, Venus is also money. All right. So it could be money. There could be something here that's really hypnotic around money. But there is a sense of confidence that this aspect brings. And it is also like you could be just like really instantly attracted to someone around this time. That's really nice. But in any case, on the 18th, we have the sun moving into Pisces. We're going to talk about this next week. We have a buildup of planets moving into Pisces. As you know, this is your 8th house of transformation, death and rebirth. I mean, you're going through some big changes, Leo. You're going through some big changes. So with that said, let's see what's going on for you. All right. Let's see what's going on for, someone's at my door. I'm going to have to pause this. Leo, you are not losing your mind. I am continuing your reading the next morning. I'm doing this right before I start my workday. So I did have an unexpected visitor, and it took a lot longer than I had expected. And it's nothing. It was my landlord. It wasn't. And you know what? That's speaking of the Uranus squares, right? That, I'm an Aquarius. And so all those surprises that are happening are in my 4th house and home. And that was a really great example. So anyway, Leo, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for February 12th to the 18th. Again, for Leo and Leo rising. And if you do want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you're absolutely welcome to. Now, Leo, like I said earlier, I do it. I didn't say it earlier, but I do a traditional. I do a traditional call to cross spread. It really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers, Leo. You're good. You're really, 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 really good. Okay, so let's get down to this. Let's talk about this new thing happening in your life. Okay, Leo, this is insane. You got the 8 of Pentacles. Now, what I really love about this is that, I've done pretty much all, I wouldn't say all, but most of the readings for this week. And what's been happening is a lot of cards have been coming up that are Virgo. And we do have a full moon in Virgo next week. So interesting. I mean, you just got the 8 of Pentacles, who is Sun in Virgo. And that is, that's going to be a big thing for you next week, money related stuff. And it looks like you're working towards something. Looks like the universe giveth too. Yeah, it's coming. You see what's happening here. Okay. You're really, really, really good. But this is just you being laser focused. I feel like there's some Leos that are utilizing new skills as well. Tell me if you're not. I feel like there's things that you're learning too, but there is a sense of like just going after your goals, sticking to it, really having an idea, plan, and just having this discipline, going after the things that you want, and really like Terminator style. Nothing's gonna stop me. Now, you got the Fool in the heart of your spread. How lovely is that? How lovely is that? I am getting, you are actually going to get some surprising stuff happen this week, but I feel like it's going to be what's going to really elevate you and push you toward the path that you want to be on, need to be on, the one that it's almost like even surprising, like sometimes, like if for say like you're comfortable at your job and like like a recruiter like writes you on LinkedIn and they offer like double the salary and double like what I mean, like some of those things, it's almost like intuitively you could have felt it coming, but even still, you got the Fool. And so this is beginning the Fool's journey, right? In tarot, your journey, this is like the beginning of it all. You're about to embark on this new journey, and it's almost like leaving some things behind, only taking the essential things with you on this new journey. I absolutely love this. What I really love about this is you see the full abundance of the sun. Now I want you to see the word the Fool, Full, as well, because this brings fullness of life as well. And this is absolutely amazing. A lot of innocence in this card, a lot of opportunity in this card, a lot of just like no looking back. Okay. And that's, there's a sense of freeness with this card, a sense of freedom with this card. And we are in Aquarius season, which Aquarius represents. All right. So remember, I feel like I said it like, tapping into your independent side, that even like that rebellious side, like I'm going to do this now, like, right. Because Aquarius is like non-conforming. And the reason why I'm really harping on that is because the Fool is, attributed to Uranus. And, like I said, Uranus is going to be active this week, but Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet. So there's a lot of Aquarius energy with the Fool. You see him taking that big leap of faith as well. All right. Standing on the edge of the cliff, long hair, no care. Okay. Long hair, no care. But this is confidence. Okay. What is confidence? Confidence is taking risks. Take that big risk this week. You have two powerful conjunctions that are just going to propel you forward. You're starting a brand new journey. Now you got the Three of Pentacles in your challenge area. So, remember how I talked about like egos at play and maybe not seeing eye to eye and Chet or Biff, like the 80s villain coming up and saying, oh, do. Listen, this is maybe a week. There may be like some just not seeing eye to eye with some colleagues, maybe even family members, but it really is, I'm getting more of an energy of like work energy. And actually, if you think about it, Uranus, like I said, is in your 10th house of career. And so there could be something that I wouldn't even say it's like a big power struggle or power trip, but there could be something that just you need to put a little bit more effort into that teamwork. Okay, a little bit more effort into that teamwork. There could be also like something going a little sideways in terms of something that you had wanted, like a passion project or some sort of project that you really wanted to get off the ground. And you could see that like it may be a lot of other things like kind of, maybe roadblocking or bottlenecking at this point, and you still have to just work with that energy. Just don't close yourself off to people this week, okay? And if you do find some people being like really combative or having like power struggles or I'm sorry, power trips, just be cool. Be cool. You're Leo. You're the lion wearing the cool sunglasses. Come on, you're cool. Now you also got the moon. You got the moon in your crown, and this is why I want you to play it cool, because you just got the moon in your crown. Now, what's really interesting is that. One other thing that's been happening this week that's really crazy is that every sign has gotten at least one card representing their 8th house. The moon in tarot is attributed to Pisces. As you know, Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces in your 8th house of transformation, of death and rebirth, of life. Like you get where I'm going with this, but I'm going to show you something here that is just it just blows me away in the biggest way possible. I'll tell you later. But just get out of your head a little bit. There may be some like emotions that you're feeling this week. They could be really heightened. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with the aspects, like really powerful energy. And then, you're opposite Aquarius, you're the opposite sign of Aquarius. So, but even still, and what I'm saying is that go within. Trust your intuition. The moon is intuition, right? Trust your intuition, and it's going to make a big difference, all right? You're going to be able to, I think I did like a daily, you're going to be able to look in the mirror and be comfortable knowing who you are. Like, this is me. Leos are so authentic. Just stay true to yourself, okay? There may be a lot of things. I want you to actually also pay attention to your dreams that they may be telling you something now. You could be getting messages in that way intuitively as well, but that's why if you're trusting your intuition, intuition, you're going to open up that channel a lot more, all right, to get these intuitive messages, all right? But definitely pay attention. Really go within. You could have a lot going on up here where things are a little bit wild, and there's like a part of you that wants to go a little bit wild, but because the full moon, like, and this is the biggest full moon here, makes you go a little like all right. But this is all part of your 8th house, all right. Could be some money matters too on your mind too. And when I say money matters, it can be like investments, inheritance, bonuses, commissions. That's what the 8th house rules as well, like shared resources, like a partner's like bank account, debts, maybe paying off debts as well. But you also got the Hermit. Now, this is what blows me away. There is so much money stuff in your reading, okay? There's so much money stuff because remember what I said, you're trusting your intuition. Now you got the Hermit, which is all about going deep, really having that, like, doing that soul searching. You have all this deep knowledge inside you. It's a matter of tapping into that. And in order to do that, you have to stay true to yourself and tap into your intuitive side, okay? You see, this card is all gray. All right, gray in tarot is wisdom, and so there is a sense of a lot of like self-reflection this week as well, which I really love here. But this is what's crazy is that okay, so the Hermit is Virgo, so again, that is your 2nd house. Now the Hermit is in the root of your spread. So 2 things here. One, yes, there could be sense of like you thinking about money matters this week. That could be something that you're really reflecting on: financial stability, financial success. Like just like what's gonna give me comfort in that area. The 2nd house is also self-worth. It's self-confidence. It's you, like in terms of like the comfort, in terms of the stability you have in your life. A lot of it is planning ahead for the future. That's what the Hermit is doing. He's already made a lot of accomplishments, right? So now he's climbed the top of the hill. He's spending time alone. He needs that time alone, okay? To cut out all that white noise, all that noise, and just noise in general, and just, have that moment to do that deep reflection. You got it here with the moon. I'm going to show you this. Whose face is in the moon? The Hermit. So really go within this week. It seems like you will. Because, the Hermit is card 9, right? The moon, 18. 1, 8 equals 9. Look at you and your synchronicities. I love this. And then Ace of Pentacles in your future. Do you want a mic drop? You listen. This is a big week for you. There's a lot of new things happening for you. Okay, did I just do the dab? There's a lot of new things happening for you. The Ace of Pentacles in your future. Do you see the golden pathway here? Do you see the archway? It is a gateway into this next cycle in your life, this next phase in your life. Aces usher in new change, new beginnings, new opportunities. The biggest pentacle in the deck, money and wealth. Okay, but Pentacles are really grounding. The Ace of Pentacles is especially grounding. There's something rooting up in your life. Okay, coming with a Fool. Oh yeah. You're entering this something new, something big, and it can be money related, because if you look at your entire spread here, okay, what did I say earlier? Well, I said a lot earlier, so let me just show you. Pentacles. The Fool really just sits anywhere in the deck, basically. And then you have the Moon, who's Pisces, which I said your 8th house, shared resources, other people's money. And then you got the Hermit, your 2nd house, salary, income, money, finances, money. Leo, let's keep going. I'm very curious now. I want to see what else is going on here. Leo, if you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. Tell me what's happening. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I would not be here without you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. And you're good. I don't even know. Like you're good. Could this be the best reading that, energetically? Yes. But could this be the best weekly reading you've had in a long time? And, maybe for the year so far. Well, we're only into February, but even still, you're good here. Look, you got Judgment, Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You're on this there this is spiritual awakening. This okay, here's the thing. With the moon in your crown, that's really just it, just saying like people go through emotional experiences to evolve, right? And so now this week, you may go through some emotional experiences that's going to help you evolve into this next fight. And a lot of it, when you go deep, remember I said you have all the answers, you have all that knowledge. So even if you're questioning things right now in your head, you're going to have this new path open up, okay? Trust your intuition and remember, take action too. You have to take that action. Judgment, this is all about awakening, all right? This is all about, having a rebirth. This is all about, if you've been on, not that Leo's ever would be, but if you like, imagine someone that's just like on autopilot. Wake up, go to work, do yoga, have dinner, take a salsa class, go to bed. It's the same. Wake up again, over and over, do the same thing. It's like there's a moment in that process where you're just like, wait a minute, I need to change things up. I'm looking for a meaningful life experience now, and you're happy. You're having it. What I love about this is the Judgment card is actually attributed to Pluto as well. And so, as we know, Pluto moved into Aquarius. And for you, your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something related to that. If you've been single for a long time, you could have that awakening this week. I want a partner. All right. If you've been, in the same job for, 5 years, you could be like, hey, I want to start my own business and partner up with someone and do this big business thing on my own. Like, you could have some big awakening this week. Now, you got the Knight of Pentacles. You got so many pentacles here. And then you have money-related stuff, too. Like, come on. Knight of Pentacles, this is, like, dutiful. This is, like, in it to win it. In it for the long haul. Remember what I talked about, that stability energy. There is a lot of stability here. Okay? In terms of this is the biggest field in tarot. He's planted a lot of seeds. And he's just basking in the sun, waiting for them to just like, germinate. Or is that the right word? Germinate? Grow. Okay? Whatever seeds he's planted. But it's coming right after the Ace of Pentacles. Come on. This is a big deal. You know what else makes this a really big deal? The Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. You got 3 Virgo cards. Oh my goodness, this is so crazy. This is so insane. We have a full moon in Virgo next week. So something is definitely coming to an end for you for this new beginning, okay? But there is a sense of like you wanting this stability now. Again, like that feeling grounded and rooted and comfortable. And then you also got the 9 of Swords, but where it falls in your stuff is just saying, well, I don't want anything like haunting me anymore. I don't want any more like emotional distress. I don't want anything like, like any stress, or I don't want to like have any moments where, I feel down. Like you're beyond that now. You're ready for this new beginning. Okay. You're absolutely ready for this new beginning. And I really like that for you. There is also a hope that, looking at, when you look at the 9 of Swords and you look at the 3 of Pentacles in your challenge area, there is just a little heads up. Remember how I said this week there's a lot of power struggles, power trips, egos at play. There really could also be something where things could happen this week where there is a sense of like, with the 3 of Pentacles, with like colleagues, family members, significant others, something like that, where it could be something like if that gets out of control, if there is like a power struggle there and not seeing eye to eye, there could be this potential for like regret and for like, oh gosh, I wish that didn't happen. So remember, be cool, put on your cool sunglasses, Leo, you've got this. But it really is just saying that you just no longer want that anymore. And what's really, and with the 9 of Swords, because if you think about the 8 of Swords, which is more about like internalized and, we refer to it as a self-victim, this one has more of like a connotation with other people involved. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And lastly, You have justice, so I think you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You have justice in your final outcome. I cannot believe this. So really, really great. Just everything's gonna just work in your favor. There's a lot of karmic energy involved with the justice card. All right, so work with your karma. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna have an amazing week. You're on the brink of something new. All right, and then there's also even legal matters. There could be some legal matters that are involved with the justice card as well, but I just don't see anything. Like, I just see you on this forward momentum where all this new stuff is happening for you, and it's like this new path for you that's absolutely amazing. Just do that deep, know what you want, go for it, right? Know what you want, go for it, because nothing's in your way. Nothing's in your way. If there is someone that, if you end up at the water cooler at work and someone's just like, I don't like your hair today. Don't throw your cup of water on them. Be cool with your power. You're gonna have a lot of power this week, okay? Just say like, "Oh, I actually do," and I think you're great, and they're gonna realize, "Oh, I was being mean. I'm gonna flip my mindset." So you've got the power. You remember, I also said you got like a lot of potential to have a lot of influence, a lot of impact this week. You have justice in your final outcome. Everything's going to be balanced out. Justice will be served. If you've been thinking like, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing? If you take that risk, that leap of faith, which it seems like you are going to this week, if not, do it. Okay, do it, and you're going to be absolutely fine. You got a lot of wisdom here too. Remember, you got the Hermit, you got the Judgment. Remember what I said about gray and tarot. Okay, wisdom. And you see the dead arising; they're awake now. All right, seeking all that wisdom and having all that wisdom, even in your final outcome. You do see the two columns. Okay, with the Justice card, wisdom. You're good. This is your best weekly reading in a while. So, I'd have to. I mean, I'm really gonna have to look back at your past readings. But this is You're on a roll. You're on a roll, Leo. I'm very excited for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, would be great if you subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Next week, Leo, we have the full moon in Virgo. Okay, it is. It's sort of like the new moon that we had this month. It's not like amazing. It's great. There's some great stuff happening. Let's just leave it at that with that full moon. We'll talk more about it in depth. And we also, oh my gosh, we have the Venus Mars conjunction. Oh my goodness, that one's big. Okay, and that one's going to be really big for you. Okay, this is Venus and Mars we're talking about in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and it can be like friendship if you're not here for love or anything, like I said earlier. But anyway, I'm rambling. Leo, thanks so much. I will see you next week. Okay, bye bye.